The latest entry into the Wizarding World, Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore, is finally hitting theaters, and it faced quite an uphill battle to get there. But after all of that, is it finally time to hang up the robes and put the wand away? What's up, Nerdgenic Nation? Superhero nerd Aaron Waller here, and I've been a massive fan of the Wizarding World for quite some time, way back since the first Harry Potter books were hitting the shelves. And after a second entry, a very lackluster entry with The Crimes of Grindelwald, Secrets of Dumbledore looks to course correct the Fantastic Beasts franchise. But I'm not sure if it really did that. Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore sees fan favorite character Albus Dumbledore assigning Newt Scamander and his allies with a mission related to the rising power of Grindelwald. After seeing this film, it feels a bit more of a drag than anything else. And even when it does do the things most notable to the magical world, it often breaks its own rules, which isn't exactly unfamiliar territory for author and producer J.K. Rowling, and it introduces things that don't nearly feel as fantastic as the title would perceive. At one point during this nearly 2.5-hour movie, I started to realize that this franchise has more or less become Transformers. And by that, I mean that director David Yates has been working on the Wizarding World film since Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix back in 2007. That makes him being at the helm of 7 films over 15 years. Michael Bay released his first Transformers movie also in 2007 and directed 5 films over 10 years. And with that franchise, each installment got steadily worse. And I'm not necessarily saying that that's the case with the Wizarding World here, but in hindsight, it's starting to look that way. Secrets of Dumbledore tries to pull all the strings possible in order to make its case to keep going. It has several wizard duels, it contains magic, it has some beasts, although a majority are just the same ones we've seen time and time again. It has actors who do a fair job at doing their due diligence to their characters. It basically has all the pieces to make a solid Wizarding World movie, but it somehow manages to drop the ball at the most critical time. It even does what the previous film did and tries to bring things back to Hogwarts in order to hook in fans of Harry Potter and reconnect itself to what made it so popular. But even that still isn't enough, as it feels very shallow with no real rhyme or reason other than to just include the theme and iconography. Even the biggest twist that was set up in the previous film with Ezra Miller's Credence feels rather bland and not nearly as big of a deal, despite it involving a major character in this saga and years of speculation and theories. But I think that even the creators, actors, and probably even the studio realizes that this was likely going to be the end of this installment and this franchise in general, based on how the movie ends, despite it being slated for 5 movies in total. We already know where 2 of the major characters in this series end up thanks to the Harry Potter movies. We know what happens to several others thanks to other information either in the Potter books and other referential material. They don't even bother to truly set up the next movie or provide any indication as to what's to come next, and have fans excited to create a buzz for the next several years, at least until the next installment. I genuinely think that Warner Brothers can see the reception of the previous films, how this film has really no buzz around it other than to answer one simple question from the last installment, and it feels like a fitting end to a seemingly already dying franchise. And as to whether they'll continue or not, how well this movie's received, how well it does at the box office, I don't think it really matters. I think that it's just simply time to course correct, and I think the acquisition of Warner Brothers by Discovery, already making that decision with the DC universe, it wouldn't surprise me if they did the same with the Wizarding World. Overall, Secrets of Dumbledore does a mild job at course correcting the franchise, but considering the amount of things that have gone on behind the scenes in combination with a story that just can't seem to get going and remain interesting, I think it's time to hang it up, and for that reason I'm going to give Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore a 6 out of 10. Don't get me wrong, I still think that the Wizarding World has the legs to go in any direction and still be a successful franchise. Fantastic Beasts just doesn't seem to be it, but very much like the Skywalker saga in Star Wars, they just can't seem to get out of their own way by continuing to involve characters and certain sets of characters that are very much well known. Yeah, that's great and all, but there's still an entire world that we haven't explored yet, and that's its biggest untapped potential that they really should recognize and try and take advantage of. But those are my thoughts on Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore, but now I want to hear from you in the Nerdgenic community. Have you seen this movie? What did you think? Do you think the franchise should still go that distance of 5 movies? Should they just cut it off here while they can? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section down below. And also while you're down there, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification so you miss out on any future content from me or the rest of the Nerdgenic team. And of course, don't forget to follow us across all social media at Nerdgenic so you miss out on any special news, announcements, or articles at nerdgenic.com. And if you just so happen to want to be a very kind citizen of the Nerdgenic Nation, be sure to check out our recently launched Patreon in the link down below. you can contribute to make sure that this channel only continues to get better. But in the meantime, if you want any more video content from us, check out these videos on screen, like this playlist of my Moon Knight live stream watch parties that I host every single Wednesday at 9 p.m. right here at the Nerdgenic channel. And for you video game and Wizarding World fans, check out this video where I talk about the upcoming Hogwarts Legacy game, its recent trailer, and all of my thoughts there. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We hope to see you in the next video.